Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Hey, I said the third title for once. I know normally say Donkey Kong Country 3, but let's not forget the third title, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I'm just not going to say both of them because it's way too long. But anyway, last time we stopped at Razor Ridge, one of the more interesting worlds in this game, I think. Pothole Panic is the final regular stage we need to do, and also, of course, the boss stage. Pothole Panic is actually the animal antics of this game, you might say, compared to Donkey Kong Country 2. So, let's go check out how they did it in this game. As you can see, we start off with Squawks, only this time we don't transform into him. We actually get carried by him. This game does not do that a whole lot. Most of the times, whenever we're dealing with animal bodies, we actually transform into them. Something that Donkey Kong Country 2 also already introduced. This game actually does that a lot more than just riding the animal bodies. So this stage actually still does that. There's a reason for that, by the way, but we'll see that later. No. Don't scare me like that. Oh, I thought there was something a little bit more interesting down here, but just a bear coin, apparently. Okay, apparently we need to watch out for flying traffic in this stage. Since we're flying ourselves. Ooh, a booty bird with a single banana. Okay, and that should be the end of the first section, the Squawks section. If you enter water, as you can see, you automatically lose your animal body. This does not apply to Engard, of course, so let's write Engard. We're not entering water for nothing. It's actually going to be the next section of this stage. Unlike Animal Antics, I think this stage is a lot easier. Easy explanation for that is, of course, that Animal Antics was the final bonus level of Donkey Kong Country 2, since it being a Lost World stage. Even being the final one. But this one is just on the regular pathway of stages, so of course this one is in general a lot easier. But the idea comes down to the same, as you can see. It's still all of the animal bodies in this game, one by one, with a little challenge attached to them. It takes a while before we actually meet up with the first bonus of this stage. It's going to be after the alley section, which we're going to start right now. Okay, there's actually something funny I'd like to show off here. Something I always try out whenever I play this stage. This copter over here, which actually goes really near the ceiling of this place. Watch what happens if you keep bouncing on him here. You can even jump off Ellie. And this guy actually remains hanging there. It makes it really funny. For some reason, whenever you're jumping on top of him there, he actually breaks his loop and just stays around there. So you can bounce on him indefinitely. It's always really funny to try out. But okay, here's the end of the alley section. Be on the lookout for bonuses here, because above the N we have a bonus. Can be easily reached by just jumping off Ellie. If you go to the right, that will be a continuation, so make sure you go here first. And speaking of jumping off Ellie, I'm pretty sure this is something you cannot do by teaming up. Because of the water, you don't get a chance to actually team up and throw another Kong. And speaking of which, in order to continue here, especially if you don't have Ellie anymore, like in this situation, you actually do need to team up. So this is the reason why the game still gives you a Kong barrel, even here on this toughest difficulty. Because whenever you've entered the bonus, Ellie will be gone and you can't jump off her anymore, so you have to do it like this. Another instance of a DK barrel still being present, because of otherwise a soft lock situation can happen. But okay, if you manage to get through there, you will be able to use Squitter to jump on more of these copters. Come on. Okay, I'll do it like this. It's worth taking a hit for. But okay, the Squitter section is also immediately going to house the second bonus. And of course the Kong coin, also something we don't have yet. In order to reach that bonus, we need to go up here. There's just a single Kremling throwing some bombs at you. Should not be too much of a hassle. And in this bonus you will also meet up with a Kremling throwing some bombs at you. Present in these purple barrels. We know these guys by now. Not too sure what they're called, but still, we know what they do. Not too difficult. This bonus can be tricky if you don't have any patience, but otherwise it should not be too difficult. Ow. Oh, oops. But okay, for the DK coin we need to go back in a second time, because we do need to have another Kong for that. Team up is required to get up on the final ledge, so I'll just go in quickly and do this again. Okay, whatever you do, make sure you reach this point with 2 Kongs. Because of the no animal sign, there's no way you can get Squitter up here. You do need to have 2 Kongs for this. Steel keg, 1 level above coin. And apparently that doesn't work. Yeah, you do have very little room here, as you can see, so hitting him is not per se easy. Case in point. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Dixie seems to be stuck in the wall. Oh, she's loose again. And speaking of Dixie, let's go try it with her. Bam! And that works. Okay. Had to play this level twice, but still. It's not a bad level, so it wasn't too bad. Second time I could just run faster through it, so not too big of a deal. Okay, let's go see if we can win another minigame. Let's do head-to-head again. We did that the first time and not a single time since, so... This is usually the quickest one. Of all the minigames, the 3 variants of this minigame, this is usually the one that goes by quickest. Oh, oops. It won't go by so quickly if I start missing. Oh. Come on. I'm not going to lose to you in this minigame. In endurance I can understand, because missing a single time will make you lose, and that is something that can happen. But in this one, in general, I should be better than him, so unless I start missing every single one, this one should not be a problem. I'm still ahead, so even if time runs out, I should still be winning. Yeah, there we go. Hey! Really now? You're that kind of a guy? In all honesty, I'm not really that surprised. You could expect that from Cranky. He should stop playing these kind of minigames, it will only make him cranky. Oh, there's another one. I completely forgot about this one. I thought Pothole Panic was the final one. Oh yeah, of course, you also got this one. Ropey Rumpus. Now that I see it, I remember. For some reason I did not have this one in mind. But okay, let's play Ropey Rumpus then. The boss will have to wait for now. This is another mountainside level, as you can see, and this one really involves a lot of rope climbing, as you can see. Okay, there's a bonus behind here, but there's no hole in the wall here. Even though there should be, as you can see. But it is something we can quickly remedy, because there's a TNT barrel up here. Do be careful, because jumping down might make you hit one of these buzzers. But if you just jump all the way to the right, hug the wall, you should miss them all and enter the bonus. Okay, and of course also the bonuses are going to make use of these rope climbing mechanics. Even though we already did this in the first mountain level, and especially the second one, that one really was rope climbing. Auto scroll rope climbing with the burning rope. But this one really resolves around horizontal rope climbing a little bit more, where the first and second level were more vertical. Oh yeah, there's a ledge over here which we can go down to for some goodies, and the O of course. can already kind of see it at this at the start of this stage. There's a lot of horizontal straightaways with enemy avoiding challenges. Something I'm apparently not very good at. But okay, we apparently need to do this stage with one Kong. For the most part, because we're still at the start of the stage. And we're already down one Dixie. And to be honest, I think climbing mechanics with Dixie are a little bit better than Kiddy. For Kiddy it really feels more aggressive. He actually climbs a lot faster, and also because of being bigger it's actually harder to avoid enemies. So I'd much rather have Dixie here, but I apparently am going to have to do it with him. Okay, this is pretty tricky. Okay, there should be something down here. In fact, it's something very important. Oh, come on! That clearly hit him. Okay. Oh! Don't scare me like that. Yeah, most of the challenges here when it comes to enemy avoiding is going to be these buzzes. Most of them actually fly around in circle patterns here, as you can see. Making it pretty tricky to see them coming. But okay, now I'm pretty sure we get the very first instance of parry becoming a bonus barrel. So, this parry we definitely don't want to lose. Oh, there's something up here. Banana, indicating there's something up here. So, jump. And here we can actually get a couple of goodies. We can grab a couple of banana ourselves, and parry can grab the rest up here. Okay, did we miss something interesting? No. Not going to go through that mess. Okay, here's a G. And here is the bonus barrel, like I promised. Since the very first time we actually met Perry, I already told you, one of them is going to be a bonus barrel the moment we reach the no animal sign. And this was it. Okay, this is another bonus where patience is virtue, as you can see. As you may expect from the gimmick of this stage, circular flying buzzers. And us trying to grab green bananas that are actually beside them. If you're not patient here, you're going to get hit a lot of times here. So definitely don't get scared here. Whenever you think you can't get through these buzzers safely, just skip out on the bananas, wait for the next one. There's plenty of time here, so just be patient. And this one also shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, I'm actually surprised I did this stage no death. After losing Dixie so quickly, I thought, okay, no way I'm going to reach this. But apparently I did. Even though I forgot about this level, the boss I did not forget. Let's go do Barbos' barrier. And yes, you guessed it, if you looked at the overworld, this is going to be the first underwater boss stage. Even though Donkey Kong Land already gave us an underwater boss stage in the very first game. In Donkey Kong Country, it isn't until the third game we get the first underwater boss stage. And of course, it's going to be a giant urchin. Enemies we've faced a lot of times underwater, but this time we are going to meet their big boss. As you can see, he's well protected by a couple of barriers. The whole reason why this is called Barbos' barrier. And we need to take them out first. In the second phase we actually need these shell creatures to do that for us. They will aim at us, as you can see. Just direct them in such a way they're going to hit his barrier. Which is easier said than done. Okay, this one should be fine. Yeah. And now he's unprotected and I forgot I was also unprotected. Okay, attempt number 2. As you can see, you can still get hit by him because obviously only his soft flesh is actually something you can hit. If you hit his spikes, obviously you get hurt. So do time your charge attack well here. Otherwise it's not going to end well. The second phase is definitely the most annoying one, I feel. The third one, because yes, there's also a third phase. That one's actually the most fun one to do, I feel. First I need to reach that. Okay, that went very smoothly. This time time it correctly. Okay, phase number 3. He will shoot some spikes. He will attach himself to the ceiling and shoot spikes, which we need to avoid. Should not be too difficult. In the moment he stops, we actually get a chance to hit him. Do that 3 times and we win. Oh. Okay, need to be careful now. Obviously, the more times we have hit him, the more difficult it becomes to avoid his spike attack. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure we time this correctly. And we win. Bam. And that was Razor Ridge. Another world completed. We get drained out of this lake. In case you were wondering what that pipe was for at the bottom of that world. And the moment we finish this stage, for some reason, that pathway over there opens up. Not too sure how that works, but opening up the final world of this game, a castle. However, I see finally a flower has spawned there. Probably happened during this world, but I wasn't planning on leaving this world every single stage in order to check out if that was here. Let's pick it up and give it to Bramble. I'm glad those horrible machines are destroyed. Perhaps my beautiful flowers can start to grow again now. You've got one! A perfect Fluperius Petalius Pongus, okay? Would you let me have it? I'd be ever so grateful. Of course. You are too generous, Kiddy. Here, have this banana golden flutterus. I meant banana bird. I finished studying its abilities. Some of them are quite magical, I'll have you know. Ooh, magical? We've been collecting banana birds throughout this entire game, but yet we have not seen a single use for them. What they're actually for, we don't know, but apparently they are magical somewhat. Something we need to remember. But anyway, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only thing we can do. So, Chaos Core. Chaos? Don't we know that name? Wasn't that the name of the Mechanos boss that actually kidnapped Donkey and Diddy Kong? Apparently, this is his home. So we're closing in on saving the Kongs. Starting with Konveyor Rope Klash, which is going to introduce us to the final aesthetic we have not seen yet in this game. The jungle aesthetic. Of course, it remains a Donkey Kong game. This game needs a jungle aesthetic. Just like in Donkey Kong Country 2, where there it wasn't until the last world where we actually got introduced to the jungle mechanic. Here, it also is the final one to get introduced. You can already see what it does. Speaking of its gimmick, of course the level name also gives it away. Konveyor ropes. How do they come up with things like that? Ropes that are conveyor belts, moving ropes. And that's going to be something challenging, because of course climbing ropes that way is not going to be easy. Okay, yeah, there it is. I knew there was a bonus barrel somewhere down here. Just wanted to be sure if I had safe ground there, and I did, so let's go do this bonus. It's a pretty easy one, just collecting the stars on this conveyor rope. Not even something here to hinder us, so should be really easy. What is not going to be easy is the rest of this stage, because unlike in the bonus, here, as you can see, we do get some hindrances. Enemies trying to hit us. While these ropes are scrambling with our controls, because that is of course their function. Sometimes it's recommended to not... I should listen to my own advice. Wanted to say sometimes it's recommended to actually not hold the D-pad to the right, so you actually don't go crazy fast, because if you do, you actually go extra fast. So doing it like this, just let the game direct you automatically, so you don't go crazy fast. That is actually recommended here. Okay, I was sure I was able to hit you, but apparently not. We need to be careful here, because we need to get up there. There's a bonus barrel in the trees over there. There we go. There's a banana there indicating it's there. But of course getting hit by the buzzers is pretty easy to do there. Okay, the second bonus also involves these conveyor ropes, obviously. Only this time we're collecting green bananas. One of them goes to the right and one of them goes to the left. Yeah, and that's basically all she wrote. Also, because of not having any obstacles, no enemies to hinder us. Also, a bonus that should be pretty easy. Okay, and we get shot out the exact same location we entered the bonus, so we don't miss out on anything of the stage. Oh. Oh. That's what I mean with scrambling your controls. Because of not being able to stand still properly whenever you are holding onto these ropes, it can be pretty challenging to actually regain your composure the moment you lose it. That's the biggest challenge here, I feel. Okay, there should be something down here. Okay, a 2-up. Oh, not worth it. Well, in the end, I did gain a life. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there should be a coin here. So let's go down here. Okay, the steel keg is already here. Okay, for this guy we actually need to hit this wall. Because obviously there's no wall to the left of him, so... Pretty easy puzzle. And we're immediately at the end. I do like dying right at the end of a stage, don't I? But okay, we did get everything. We also got the KO and G in the end, so... That way we are done. As you can see, next time we are going to start with the brother bear of this world. Even though it's the final world, it still has a brother bear. And this one is pretty interesting, so we'll be taking a look at what he wants. And then move on into the caves. As you can see, next stage takes place in another cave. See you folks next time when we continue with Donkey Kong Country 3. Thanks for watching and Treecks out.